All right, we're going to do some dilations now. Dilations are kind of fun. It's basically you're shrinking or enlarging a figure. And so we're going to just start with this one right here. I'll do this one. You can figure out how to do the next one. So I've got this figure. I'm going to label it. Let's just label it OMG for fun. And I'm going to write out my coordinates for each of those. And I'm going to do it kind of like I did before, where I leave a little space so I can write out my new coordinates. I'm just making sure that you can see that. Okay, so my first coordinate for O is -1, -1. And M is -1, +2. And G is 2 and -1. Okay? And since I'm doing a scale factor of 2, a scale factor of 2 means that I'm going to double the size, or I'm going to multiply everything in here by 2. So I'm going to multiply all my coordinates. So for my new O, I'm going to multiply 2 times -1, which would be -2. 2 times -1 would be -2. M, 2 times -1 would be -2. And 2 times +2 is 4. And G would be 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times -1 is -2. So these should be my new coordinates for my new larger figure. So I'm going to go ahead and write those out. My new O is right there. -2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. M and G, 1, 2, 3, 4. -2 will be right there. And if I just write that out, there's my new figure. Okay. We'll do this next one too, because this one you have to shrink it. I'm going to label this one again. M-A-S-H. MASH. Just label it. I'm just making stuff up here. Okay, so I'm going to label those points, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of space so I can write my new coordinates. So M, -2 and +2. A would be 0 and 4. S would be 2 and 4. And H would be 4 and 2. Okay, so if I'm going to have a scale factor of 1/2, that means that I'm going to shrink it. It's going to get smaller. So for my new coordinates, for my new M, I'm going to divide these all by 2. So -2 gets divided by 2, which would make -1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. A, 0 divided by 2, 0. 2. Yes, that's right. Woo. S would be 1 and 2, and H would be 2 and 1. All right, so my new coordinates would be -1, +1 for M, and A, 0, 2, and S would be 1 and 2, and H would be 2 and 1. So what you see here is you get a smaller figure of the exact same thing. Was that fun? So this is like zooming in and zooming out. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and figure out the rest of those, and best of luck.